Welcome to the League of Nerds comic book segment number 55. I'm John Cooney here to talk to you today about comics released the 20th of February, 2013. Beginning as usual with my first five, meaning these are the first 5 books I intend to read this week, and I'll give you a little more depth on them, starting with at number 1, X Factor number 252. Now first an update on Peter David's condition after his recent stroke. His wife posted online that he's walking without assistance and that his hand is much better and his arm is improving. Peter himself tweeted last week that he has returned home and has improved vision, saying, quote, "I can see. The double vision in my right eye, which was the first symptom of my stroke, has completely cleared up. Thank God for that." Close quote. Now, artist J.K. Woodward, who worked with Peter notably on Fallen Angel at IDW, is currently hosting an art auction on eBay to benefit Peter and raise money to help with his medical expenses. Now, I personally bid on several pieces, but I'm only winning on 2 at the moment, although I take some comfort knowing that I raised the bids on several others by a few $100s cumulatively, so even if I didn't win, I guess I helped. Meanwhile, in X Factor, the Hell on Earth war continues. The story years in the making continues as X Factor struggles to stop the Lords of Hell from tearing the Earth apart in their battle for dominance. Familiar faces will return as the battle reaches a fever pitch, the first of whom is Strong Guy, and he has a bone to pick with his former teammates. At number 2, we've got Superior Spider-Man number 4, Collateral Damage. The previous Spider-Man promised that Massacre would never kill again. Question, can the new Spider-Man live up to that? Answer, probably not. When asked about drawing superior villains, artist Giuseppe Camuncoli spoke about his drawing Massacre for this issue. Quote, "The only one I'm tackling right now for issues 4 and 5 is Massacre, and he just got a little restyling in his outfit. But I can't wait to get to draw the next story arc. Makeover or not, Spidey's villains are always a treat, especially now since every one of them has to deal with a radically different kind of Spider-Man." Explaining his excitement, he went on to say, "Well, writer Dan Slott's keywords for the new title are, if I remember, dark and weird. So anything dark and weird sounds awesome to me. Villains aside, I'm definitely curious to see what happens with his friends and family, especially MJ and JJJ, and with his allies in the Marvel Universe like the Fantastic Four, Johnny Storm, anyone, or the Avengers." Close quote. At number 3 this week, we've got Saga number 10. Marco and Alana's long-lost babysitter Isabel finally returns to the fold, but at what cost? Geek Smash did an advanced review of issue 10 and said, quote, "Saga number 10 is all about presenting and twisting the character pairings, providing some insight about relationships, and throwing individuals into more conflict to reveal their true intentions. Getting a glimpse of how Marco and Alana's relationship developed and the importance of the book to both of them rounds out their love story in a way we haven't yet seen. But watching the Will and Gwendolyn establish a working partnership on their own drives home how precarious the whole situation is. Someone is going to get hurt here. Probably several someones." Close quote. At number 4, we've got Justice League of America number 1. The march towards Trinity War begins with part 1 of World's Most Dangerous. Green Lantern, Green Arrow, Catwoman, Katana, Vibe, Hawkman, Stargirl. They aren't the world's greatest superheroes, they're the most dangerous. But why does a team like the JLA need to exist? What is their ultimate mission? And who's pulling the strings? Plus find out why Martian Manhunter is the most dangerous of them all. Period. Now, series writer Jeff Johns told USA Today, quote, "It's about recruits who didn't necessarily want the job and were going on missions that weren't necessarily passionate about, but they did it for various reasons." Close quote. And artist David Finch added, quote, "It's not Batman and Superman and the big characters, and we can do a lot of pretty crazy stuff with these guys. People are going to be pretty surprised. It gets a little more wild than what you'd see in Justice League proper." Close quote. Now, this book is being released with 53 flag variants, including the regular cover with the U.S. flag in all 50 states, as well as Washington, D.C. and Puerto Rico. And at number 5, we've got Nova number 1, The Human Rocket Returns. You followed him through his history-making and changing AVX, and now the mystery of the all-new Nova are revealed in this breathtaking new ongoing by the best-selling, award-winning team of Jeff Loeb and Ed McGuinness. Sam Alexander is a kid bound by gravity of a small town and a father whose ridiculous drunken fairy tales about the Nova Corps were just another heavy burden in a life full of them. But luckily for Sam Alexander, soon gravity won't even matter. And those troubles? It's like they're a billion miles away. Series writer and head of Marvel TV Jeff Loeb explains his take on the character. Quote, "The very basic idea of a young hero who is going to get the opportunity to go into outer space. That was really interesting to me and thrilling. The right stuff and the concept of the men in space and how important that used to be. Men like John Glenn, Scott Carpenter, and Neil Armstrong were the celebrities of their day. And that was really interesting to me. How thrilling and how dangerous it is for a person to be out there in space. It's amazing how the Avengers and the X-Men will go to the other end of the universe and it's treated like, well, there's danger out there, let's go after it. I really like the idea of bringing a sense of wonder to that. And that's just the beginning, particularly in Sam's case. I was interested in the idea of the frustration of living in a small town and hoping that something was going to happen to you at some point in your life. That feeling like you're never going to get anywhere beyond your own backyard. But what if you found out that your backyard was going to be the Marvel Universe? That's a pretty cool place to start, close quote. Marvel's editor-in-chief Axel Alonso agrees. Quote, to me, the title character Sam is Peter Parker crossed with Luke Skywalker. He's a relatable kid with relatable problems that's thrust into the center of a mind-boggling adventure he might not be ready for. And he's got a very complicated relationship with his father. Jeff's story is huge in scope, but it's the small moments between characters that really makes the story sing. And it's extremely respectful of what came before it. The Nova Corps you know existed, and what you've read counts. Close quote. Rounding out the top 10 at number 6, we've got Nightwing number 17. Dick Grayson's life lies in ruins in the wake of the events surrounding death of the family. Is his career as Nightwing over? Where will he go now? Will the voice of reason come from Damian Wayne? And at number 7, we've got Red Hood and the Outlaws number 17. In the wake of death of the family, Bruce Wayne confronts Jason Todd. You do not want to miss this. And at number 8, we've got Savage Wolverine number 2. Wolverine and Shawn adventure into the depths of the Forbidden Island, but what will get them first? The island's inhabitants or their tempers? Another hero crash lands on the island, but is he friend or foe? At number 9, we've got Harbinger number 9. Nothing can bring her down. She's the light in the dark, the soul of the rising resistance movement. Here now for the first time is the story of Zephyr, a.k.a. Faith Haber. But shh, don't tell anyone. As danger closes in on all sides, Faith must begin the trials and tribulations of being the Valiant Universe's first real-life superhero. Learn the secret potential of her powers and the truth about her time at the Harbinger Foundation. Then follow her into battle to save the other renegades. Look, up in the air. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's freaking Zephyr. And at number 10, we've got Exo Manowar number 10. Planet Death looms. A new Exo Manowar rises, and nothing can stop what's coming. With the Divine Invasion fleet waiting in orbit, Eric of Dacia is forced into the one battle he never wanted, against the strongest, most horrifying opponent he's ever faced. This adversary doesn't want the Exo Manowar armor, it doesn't want Earth, it only wants Eric dead. The winner will hold the fate of everyone, human and divine, in the palm of his hand, because before this fight is over, the armor will reveal that it wields far more destructive potential than anyone could have possibly imagined. Robert Venditti and Trevor Haresline conclude the two-part prelude that sets the stage for the epic war everything has been building up to. Exo Manowar is going home. For the best of the rest this week from DC, we've got Action Comics number 17. You don't dare miss Grant Morrison's stunning, extra-sized final issue of Action Comics. It's no small battle as Superman fights to save all of creation in this epic. This issue is destined to be a milestone in the New 52. We've got Birds of Prey number 17. The birds are trapped fighting Basilisk in total darkness. Something strange is happening to Black Canary, and only one man can be responsible, but Kirk Lance died years ago, right? We've got Catwoman number 17. After facing down the Joker and the power of Eclipso, Catwoman needs some downtime, which for her means a crime spree. Detective Alvarez is back on her tail. This kitty needs to watch her step. We've got DC Universe Presents number 17. Red Hood and the Outlaws fans take note as Arsenal takes the stage in this special issue. Roy Harper is all too familiar with the road to hell being paved with good intentions, so he's not totally surprised when an attempt to help Killer Croc leaves him running for his life on the streets of Japan. Guest starring Red Hood and Starfire. We've got Justice League number 17. The epic full-length conclusion to Throne of Atlantis hits as Aquaman and the League make a sinister discovery that changes both the outcome of the war and the future of the Justice League. What is the grid, and what does it mean to expanding the Justice League? We've got Supergirl number 17, the penultimate chapter of Hell on Earth. Earth is on the brink of destruction as Hell's machinations come to fruition. How far will Kara go to save Krypton? And we've got Wonder Woman number 17. Wonder Woman, War, and Orion must join forces to save Zola's baby from Hermes. Orion's reasons for helping Wonder Woman lead to a disastrous betrayal. Plus, the truth about the dreaded firstborn is revealed. Woe to the world. From Marvel Comics, we've got Alpha Big Time number 1 of 5. From the pages of Amazing Spider-Man, get ready for the greatest hero who ever existed, ever. Alpha was having an awesome time of it till that buzzkill Spider-Man made him quit being a hero, but that was then, and this is now. Josh Fialkov and Nuno Plati reunite to tell the tale of a hero who's about to hit the big time. We've got Avengers number 6, Goddess, the secret origin of the universe. Watch as for the first time in history the universe becomes sentient. Watch as Captain Universe deciphers the code that was hidden in the first 5 issues. We've got Captain America number 4, introducing Jet Black. She's waited her whole life for the chance to destroy Captain America. We've got Captain Marvel number 10, Grounded. Captain Marvel, lover of flight, can fly no longer. What keeps the superhero from being superheroic, and who wants her to stay that way? Find out why Carol Danvers as Captain Marvel is one of the fan-favorite characters of the year. We got Daredevil number 23. If you've been missing the multiple Harvey and Eisner award-winning comic, get in now. The perfect jumping-on point with an all-new mystery that will take Matt Murdock to the edge like never before. We've got Indestructible Hulk number 4. Hulk is the strongest there is on land, but in the ocean, Atuma rules. Bruce Banner leads S.H.I.E.L.D. in a race to the ocean floor searching for... Which one of Banner's new lab assistants holds a deadly secret? We've got Morbius the Living Vampire number 2, the all-new Michael Morbius. Morbius is back but on the run and desperate to quell his vampiric tendencies. But has the Midnight Sun really changed? As Morbius tries to stay under the radar, a new threat arises, and they want Morbius dead. The series fans have been asking for continues its thrilling debut. We've got Thor God of Thunder number 5. The shocking finale of our opening salvo is 3 Thors from 3 eras race to stop the God Butcher. The full extent of this vicious scheme takes terrifying shape. And we've got Ultimate Comics The Ultimates number 21. What is the secret of Scorpio? The Hydra insurgency gets stronger and deadlier. Iron Patriot versus Cap. From Dynamite Entertainment, we've got Bionic Woman number 8. Is that a 90mm Matador rocket launcher, or are you just happy to see me? Jamie's search into the remnants of her past lead her to discover a high school friend who has gone on to become an international weapons dealer and a high-ranking member of the Russian Bravda's mob's most wanted dead list. Can Jamie save her friend's life, and should she? And what part do the fembots play? It's violence in Volograd when the Bionic Woman comes to town. And we've got Shadow, Year 1, number 1 of 8. The Shadow is a character that's lasted through decades on the pages of pulp magazines, over the radio airwaves, through the silver screen, and in the panels of comic books. Shrouded in mystery, his origins have been explored and hinted at over the years, but never fully revealed. Much is known of Kent Allard / Lamont Cranston's years spent in the Orient and Central America, wherein he gains the powers and purpose, but not how he first developed his persona of the Master of Darkness. Eisner Award-winning author Matt Wagner is joined by artist Wilfredo Torres in an exhilarating 8-issue limited series that will explore the dynamic events that first drew Cranston back to the States, how he first met his companion and lover Margot Lane, how he began to assemble his vast network of agents, and how he first adopted the famous black hat and cloak of his alter ego's disguise. All secrets that up until now, only the Shadow knew. From IDW, we've got G.I. Joe number 1, Yo Joe. The truth is out. The world knows the G.I. Joe team is real. Now Duke leads his squad directly into the public eye, confronting Cobra on American soil. The best of the best just got better as Fred Van Lent and Steve Kurth lead the charge as we roll out one new G.I. Joe title a month for the next 3 months. We've got Star Trek Countdown to Darkness number 2 of 4. Don't miss the next chapter in this exclusive comics prequel to next summer's blockbuster Star Trek movie. New characters and new conflicts threaten Captain Kirk and the crew of the Enterprise in this all-new story overseen by Star Trek movie writer-producer Roberto Orci. And from Image Comics, we've got Thief of Thieves number 12. Can Augustus prove to his father that he's built for a life of crime? Or will Conrad's worst fears about his son be confirmed as their plan to double-cross the cartel falls apart around them? And who is the familiar foe back on Conrad's case? Okay, so that's just a few of my favorite books out this week. There's still plenty of others available. In fact, I did a little extra this week and broke out all the Marvel titles this week in their own video, as well as a separate video for all of DC, and even a video with the top independent publishers. And you can find them all on my YouTube channel at he'sgotissues.com as well. And we'll also have the links up on the leagueofnerds.com, our Facebook page, so be sure to like us there too. And of course, you can follow everything I'm reading on Facebook, Pinterest, and Twitter. You can find links to everything at he'sgotissues.com. And reminder that both He's Got Issues and the League of Nerds are proud members of the Comics Podcast Network. So until next week, I'm John Cooney, and I've got issues.